Hello again. We're continuing to play OTTD 2K map, trying to fill up things, connect most industries, most all towns. So in the last episode, I kind of hooked into an engineering supplies stack. It's kind of being distributed to the local mines in hopes. Did I bring any here? Of course I did. I don't remember things properly. Okay, fine, and that's cool. I want to... Nope. I want to organize stuff. Okay, people and group things. So these are all medium. We'll review them in a moment. Coal goes into coal. Engineering goes into engineering. Scrap goes into scrap. Iron ore goes into iron ore. Fine. How's these little piggies doing? I want. Okay, so 8. So it is small, can't be any smaller. Could be a medium. I don't care about those. Yeah, the problem with these is that they're busy, but they're losing me a lot of money. And so I don't want to make them so that, like, nothing better to do with my life than lose money. Okay. Fine. Yeah, Nangel's back with 1 million people. How many people are here then? 1,000. And you want to go popular duck. Thing is, it's not much point because then train pulls in and what? Must be the local tourist attraction. Sweet, not. It's nothing. You're imagining. There's one coming. Okay. Production. Scrap metal. Where are you? Blue 5. But the thing is, if I focus on these, we know that there are no steel mills on the map. Like, the nearest one is here. So why don't we do that? We start doing the scrap yards in this generic region, which means connecting towns. Yeah. I mean, some of these are kind of okay. Like if you look at it, this has a hotel, that has a hotel, this has 2 hotels. Unless that's generating, that's going to be generating a bit of income. And we could argue that I could move all these closer to the towns, but actually I very limitedly care because towns will hopefully extend. People of Earth, bypasses must be built. And if you don't know what that was, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And if you haven't seen it, you're missing out. Now, on the note of things that I will not be doing, I will not be connecting these with trams because it's far. Okay, that's actually a big one. Bummer. I want this. Like that's meh. So it's less meh. Meh, meh, meh. I'm good. There's no scrapyard here, but yeah, it's kind of in the way. I'm totally not going to read out some of these town names, but you know, as I said before, it's part of the new GRF. It is what it is. It wasn't me. But let's just say they are slightly antiquated in some of their linguistics. Shh. I am sinking. So I kind of said no to. Still no. Oh, suburban stations. OMSG. I said no to tubes, as in monorail. I'll put this here. No. Aki. And you know what I didn't do? Make it electric. That would be sensible. Damn it. Okay. I mean, this is totally not going to make any sense, right? Because if it's not hooked into this grid, then it's no use. No, I don't want to save. How do I get my stations? Nope. Don't care. Cargo flow. No. Small position. No. Jeez. No, I don't care about any of them. Okay, so if I go from there's no space. I think what's going to happen is, am I building electric this time? Yes. I can't see Bleeple. So you get 35 penalty points for chopping down a tree, which in plain English means not a lot. But basically, what does happen is that each of your interactions obviously has an effect on the town, them liking you, not liking you. And there's a long-winded bit of documentation as to what each things do. Or each actions. So like this will cause me a lot of negative because I'm going through a lot of trees. And especially when I go out the other side, they're going to get a little, like they already don't like me much. Luckily, they don't hate me either, which is good. Because I still want to plop down a station there. And knowing how slowly things proceed in this game, that may actually fall in the next episode. Just looking at these, not that I wanted any. Yeah, nice. Way too expensive. And again, totes no point because we're limited by the vehicles. I want. What do I want? We're limited by the carriage speeds. Okay, we're going to come in here. Hold up. I'm listening to some really weird stuff. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this is where we're going to have slight issues. So because we're still killing off the trees and we're not even half done. Well, you don't hate me yet. How about now? Kind of stating the obvious that there's a town here, but there's a town here. Okay, who do you belong to? I'm thinking. How not to make friends. But the thing is, they don't actually mind it. We can't bridge this. Oh, I don't care. I mean, I don't need to care. Ugh. Terrible. Well, can't please everyone. Meow, meow, meow. Brilliant. Ow. Effing standing. Not. Ah. And that's me not paying attention. Great. So this is going to be one of those going in circles. It's also going to be one of those places that I will just totally neglect going in circles. And it's largely because going in circles is a bad idea. Especially with cargo dist. I mean, even in real-life transportation, circular lines are not good. Like our friends in the game, by which I mean the passengers, are less itchy about... Why did I do that? Seriously. Okay. Well, I need a signal space. So passengers in the game are obviously a lot less itchy about delays in the timetable than... That was the plan, yes. Than us humans, real humans. But especially with cargo distribution, people wanting to go places, they'll basically have to loop down the whole thing, and that's no good. Okay, I think... Geez, way too long. Okay, so we need to clone stuff, don't we? As usual. Give me... I mean, give me one of these, really. We'll deal with all of this. One. Yes, get out. So we do start here. Go that way. Something. Number 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then it goes loop. Fine. And then these are 5s. Good. The other. You're out. Well, that was mail only. Okay, well, we'll keep one. Bye bye. So 125 is going to clone 124. Good luck, because you will need it. Jeez, we have issues. Yeah, that works. Blimey. Okay, yeah, we definitely need more of these. I'm still not interested in people's problems. What I want, though, is more of this. This is a very obvious need for such. And I'll just, casually check. Not sand, you dummy. Yeah, we still don't have any new. I should probably just look it up in the new geograph when we get new ones, but okay. So we're kind of playing up here. We've connected a bunch of places, and we want to get, I don't even know where, like that blinking dot. Or this blinking dot. Yeah, as I said in whichever previous episode, I mean, it's a case of there's money to be made just due to the distances, but industry generation's bugged. Like there's no way that there's casually no steel mill in just that part of the map. Everywhere else, not yet. I don't know. I'm just kind of going to head whatever direction this is, call it east. If you want. One moment. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to check on something. Syncing. So this whole syncing thing is from a very old advertisement for some random I'll learn English school. And the joke in the advertisement was that there's a total newbie at the German Coast Guard whose instruction in German is given by his superior, and it's something like, yeah, here's the radar, and here's the something machinery, and good luck. And obviously the guy had no idea what was going on. And then moments down the line, he gets a call from some boat, and the boat captain says, Mayday, Mayday, we are sinking, we are sinking. And TLDR, the guy just says, "This is German Coast Guard. What are you thinking about?" That, yeah. How big are these? 150, 150. I don't care. Small. There are some hotels that do a lot of people. Yeah, it's a wooden bridge. Don't do that. Okay. I mean, eventually we'll connect stuff. I'll let these kind of come back to liking me. So I just did this. And you know, things will need to be connected. Septic silo. The problem is with boats is that currently there are fast ships, but they're rubbish. Like what we want. They're large ships, but they're rubbish. There are no fast ships. I am nonetheless thinking of putting a rail down kind of here-ish. These are comparatively large settlements, yes. Yeah, I totally don't have any logic for trams versus trams v rail. The other thing is, this does 600 people a month. Well, I mean, my idea was that I would use terms for people stuff, which is not set in stone. There you go. They can kind of turn it around all they want. And that connects the town. Yeah, that doesn't connect this town. Suck. I'll make these a bit bigger. Like, these kind of work until they're not properly connected, because it double quotes lets people go places. And then once they actually get hooked into whatever next town, suddenly people will want to go all over the place. At which point you end up with stuff like that. You have opportunities. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, that works. Mm, I mean, I obviously want to deal with these, and of course, I could turn off cargo disc, but I don't want to. It's honestly, it's no, there's no good choice. Mainly in the context of mainly the context of people we don't want to go places anyway. And if I turn it off, I don't think I would make a lot more money. And in all fairness, we're not playing for money per se. You're lost. Ah, well, at least now I know where I want it to be. So I've read the town name, but as I said, I'm not going to read them out. I'll save myself a major headache. I'm going to leave that there for now. Yeah, we'll be back shortly. As in to the next town. Yeah, we're still here playing the game. One. Well, adult content town needs a stop. Why did I? In which case, hold your horses. Of course, I cannot. But I can there. And I can. It will get built up. Yeah, actually connecting them would be beneficial, if not outright useful. I used to work with someone years ago, and I actually don't know if it was a he or she, and actually it makes no difference. They were one of these people who kept saying, such and such would be beneficial in a way that resembled the guy from Office Space. I forgot that manager's name, and this person wasn't even the manager, but it was the same attitude, like passive aggressive, and them and I did not get along well. However, I kind of kept this whole beneficial thing, except I'm hoping to be less of a passive aggressive SOB. Now make medium ones. Okay, I mean, we want these generally because we are supposedly connecting them. Easy candid. We don't even come in here. Yes, no. Yeah, I'm just generally going to say no to everything. Unless it's a term or a useful road vehicle. I'm tentatively going to bring in the idea that if we're connecting hotels, we'll make the terms long or large or whatever you want to call it, else medium. And this goes out someplace here. Don't know. We'll review. I'm very flexible on this whole hotels thing. And I'm not going to bother with these guys because I've said so. Where did I come from? And how much time we have. So I think I came from someplace here, and then like, okay, these don't strictly need to be connected, but okay, how am I, how, okay. So that's still a small plane. No. So info is now costing 10 million. I need to keep an eye on this. Can I? I'm going to leave it for now. Info. Oh, okay. Learning cost medium. I can't actually change it. If you could, so I can't change that to low. Like I can't actually change. Well, that's a bummer. I know I said something about hotels, but I'm guessing. Oh, there you go. It's a hotel. I was about to say that people will want to transfer. So, fine. I need to keep half an eye on something else. That's why I'm occasionally looking elsewhere. Some kind of decreeing will come here, which is to say if I came farther down, then I need to connect a lot more towns, and it's not really something that I want to deal with at this very moment. Adult content town is going to grow a lot. I can feel it. And the only thing I can double quotes feel is that we're going to have issues with the stations later. Corn. Corn to be alive. There's some weird Italian guy on whatever social media, and he keeps a pig with him, in his house, apartment. I don't even know what. And the guy feeds the pig, I don't know, ice cream or stuff. Well, a lot more to the point, the background music is Born to Be Alive. And it's one of those total WTF accounts that I seen once, and I was thinking, why? And the other question as to why is why am I trying to do it here when I want them to start here? Yeah, anyway, if you want to see your daily dose of WTF, I actually don't know what the account's called. I think it's TikTok, but I'm sure it's made its rounds on Reddit. Italian guy with a pig, born to be alive. I could probably just make this with buses, and then I wouldn't need to pay any of the info cost. But buses are severely inferior especially in the long run. $80 people, 50 people. Don't do that. Don't think I need 4. What's going on with things? Okay, I'm going to pin this because if I have to find this again, I will shout and scream. Ratings decent. And it kind of works. The pink hipster day. Why not death day or something? I mean, if we're being stupid. Meep meep. The other thing I don't really know about is banks. So I will have to connect banks, but because they're primary industry. But the minor PITA, shortly they're going to start cropping up in every, nook and cranny. And they're just going to be everywhere. But unlike hotels that spring up kind of usually on the outside of the town, banks have this annoying tendency to show up right in the middle. And then you basically either, we have 5 minutes. You either bring in industrial trams, which are slower than passenger trams, and they block everything, and or they totally interfere with timetables. So later on, there's going to be massive traffic queues, one way or the other, to be honest. Because unless you mark the timetable so that, leave early, well, it's not going to help. Anyway, with it 55 odd minutes, I'm just going to finish here. And I shall see you people, guys and girls, everyone in between, next time. And we'll connect more towns. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.